Hey guys, so I am back again. It's been a really long time. I haven't done a movie review in forever. Just got busy with life, you know, whatever happened. Anyways, so I'm back at it again because I actually hadn't really found too many movies I'd seen that really I felt like reviewing because, these videos take me a while. But I finally found one that I finally had a reason to do a review, and it's not like a good thing. So, I finally broke down and saw The Nun. Anyways, so The Nun is starring Thaisa Farmiga, Booney Aarons, Dimon Bakar, and Charlotte Hope and Jonas Bluquette. I don't know who any of these people are. Anyways, when a young nun at a cloistered abbey in Romania takes her own life, a priest with a haunted past and a novitiate on the threshold of her final vows are sent by the Vatican to investigate. Together, they uncover the order's unholy secret. Risking not only their lives but their faith and their very souls, they confront a malevolent force in the form of a demonic nun. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, she's not gonna sugarcoat this movie fucking sucks. So where do I start? I found the plot to be completely and utterly nonsensical. There is so many parts in this movie where I'm thinking to myself the entire time I'm watching this movie, I'm like, wow, I can't believe that character is just going over there for the sake of investigating or for the sake of keeping the story going. Yeah, I just was so bad. Yeah, there was just so many parts where I just could not believe how bad it was. I mean, I just laughed. I mean, like, and also, I don't think jump scare movies are actually scary. I think the jump scare movies just play into the fact that things are jumping out at you, which inherently, if you're even remotely human, you're gonna tense up. You're gonna be like, ugh, it happens. So let's just get that out of the way. This movie's not scary, which actually leads me to my second point. This movie has no rewatchability. It's literally like if I tried to watch this movie a second time or even watch it at my house, like I literally would just sit there and just be like, I would just be like, okay, cool. So yeah, that was part of it. The story itself just sucked. I mean, it was just boring. I didn't really find myself particularly caring about the characters. Now, the weirdest thing is the guy who plays Jonas Baquette, who plays Frenchie, and Thaisa Famiga, who plays the main girl. There's like this weird, like one-sided love thing where he's like, when he first meets her, he's like, "Oh, you're pretty," and then she's like, "Oh, but I'm a nun," and she's like, "Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I can't do anything about that." But then, like, even in the end, there's like this weird, like, if you weren't a nun, it's like, yeah, I don't really know what the point of that was. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Other dumb things I didn't like about this movie. I mean, um, I guess the biggest thing is when movies like this, you would think that like the villain has to be scary. I really found the nun to be so underwhelming considering they spend the entire movie kind of subtly giving you glimpses of said character. So when you finally see the nun, it's like, okay. I mean, basically, the nun looks like Voldemort from Harry Potter with like a nose job and sharp teeth. That's literally what the demonic nun looks like. So I guess if Voldemort scares you, then I guess this movie's gonna just knock your socks off because that's literally what it's like. Yeah, I just feel like it really detracted kind of from the overall payoff because I think that's half the thing with the horror movie. You have to have some payoff. You have to have some kind of, you know, has to be some kind of payoff in terms of just like, oh man, that villain was scary. Like at no point in this movie was I like, oh my god, the nun. Yeah, there was at no point in that movie I was like, oh my god, the nun's coming. I mean, it kind of got to the point where I think this movie was a little too long. There's a couple scenes that really don't really add much, or could have probably been taken out, or maybe even cut a little bit from the movie. I found them to be a little like unnecessary. Also, I think one of the one of the things that I just couldn't believe was at the end of the theater I was in, albeit this is like basically the second day of showing. So, I don't know. Maybe this was just like because it was like the first day, but people clapped. I mean, seriously, I'm sitting in the front row of this movie, and I hear clapping. I literally turned around and I'm like, what are you clapping about? Are you clapping that it's over? Are you clapping that it was the best movie? Because if you're clapping about The Nun being that good, you need to reevaluate your clapping energy, because there was no clapping to be had from this guy. None. Now, I do talk a lot of shit about this movie, but ironically enough, I would recommend it because it's probably the best worst movie of the year. It's awful and it's stupid and it's not scary and the hype is not real in the slightest. Now, the one thing I'll give him is the music is very haunting, especially when the nun, in scenes that the nun appears. They kind of have this kind of like drowning kind of choral choir kind of arrangement or something. I don't know what technically the arrangement would be called, but it is kind of cool. I will say that the way the movie is kind of presented in terms of music and tone, that's pretty cool. I did like that. Cinematography's okay. Now, the part also with the villain that I couldn't get over was the CGI. They showed the nun's face in the end of the movie, and even on a big movie screen, it did not look good. And I think that's really going to detract from the movie in the long run, because if your villain's face doesn't look very good, and doesn't look very real, and doesn't look very convincing, is it really going to convince the average person to be scared? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I watch a lot of movies, so it takes a lot for me to be like, whoa, I was freaked out by this, because I'll tell you what, this movie did not freak me out in the slightest. So here's a couple of final thoughts. Yeah, would I recommend this movie? Yeah, I probably would, because, I mean, it's terrible, but it's terrible to the point where I think everybody needs to watch it, because, I mean, sometimes you have to watch a really terrible movie just to, like, get the experience of it seeing it in the theater, which I do all the time. It's a character fault. What can I say? I review bad movies, so you don't have to. I should probably get that trademark, but I don't know. I'll let the little legal department look into that one. I would probably give this movie, like, 2.5 stars. Yeah, I'm not gonna give it a 1 star. It's not that bad, but I'd give it like 2.5. It's really terrible. It's a pretty freaking awful movie, but it's gonna make a lot of money off of teenagers and stupid people like me who are just definitely curious, because I got to give the marketing department a lot of credit on this movie, because they really kind of got into the subconscious of people by getting ads banned and all that stuff. So, but yeah, those are some of my final thoughts. Like I said, I'm going to try to get on and review more movies. Life has been a little rough because MoviePass pretty much decided that I can only watch like 3 movies that I don't have to pay for a month, which kind of sucks. But that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, I'm going to try to get on and see, review more movies, or at least kind of give you my thoughts on different stuff. So anyways, as always, like, comment, subscribe, or anything you want to do. Anyways, have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.